Hello, and welcome to another reading. This is a weekly reading. We are starting on Monday, November 4th. I have already shuffled. The bottom of the deck is the Fool. This is a fantastic deck. I love the artwork. All right, so we're starting out with the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, Monday. I want a nice, I want to do a nice reading. Let's do a delightful little reading. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite-Smith to clarify this, but right now, so far for Monday, we've got an adventurous page. We've got opportunities for growth and expansion. But there's an air of something. Let's see what it is. Monday. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Okay. Yeah, the Nine of Wands on the bottom. We have Judgment. We have the Two of Pentacles. And yeah, I thought there was a little something like that. It's like when people, it's like when you go to the gym because you've broken up with someone and you're like, well, I can control this in my life. Hey, let me do what I can control. It's kind of like that. So your efforts to working hard get a little bit delulu, and it's a little bit too much because you're trying to avoid this love situation. And I don't even think it's that much. I think you've put yourself into the Three of Swords. Should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? You should. Okay. If there's, my advice for Monday is if there's anything that you have that is from a matter of the heart, if there's anything in your world which is a matter of the heart for which you need to make a decision. Should I, shouldn't I? Should I go towards her? Should I write her, him, whatever, the feminine energy? Should I go toward the feminine energy? Should I write them this sonnet? Should I share a sonnet that I've written for them? Should I buy this for them? Should I be there for them? Should I show up? The answer is yes. Whatever questions in matters of the heart have something to do with the feminine energy or the Empress, you should definitely say yes. All right, Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday is the Six of Pentacles. Okay, fantastic. All right. I really like the little tattoos on those people. Tuesday's a good day to get a tattoo. So maybe I will. No, I don't have time. I wish I did. I would get another tattoo if I had time. Oh, okay. Listen. It's strange that I'm getting something totally unlove related right now. Okay, yeah. Knight of Wands on the bottom. Tower. Queen of Cups. Well, the clarifiers aren't unlove related. I think there's maybe you have, listen, I think there might be some type of, I don't know, did you lend family money? Or you're starting to get clarification on a on a matter that involves love and money on Tuesday. So maybe it's you've realized that you owe someone money, or maybe it's you realize that someone owes you money, or wait, maybe you should charge family members for your services. I don't know what. The Tower, the Tower is a lot as a clarifier. The Tower doesn't come out in clarifiers very often. It's more of a main card, right? There is it kind of I think it might sort of recalibrate your whole man, I wish I could get this out of my mouth. It kind of recalibrates the whole relationship that you have with someone in your mind, okay? This matter of money. And it is someone that you care about and that you love. It's just like you feel like maybe you're being taken advantage of a little bit. And that starts to really give your self-worth a bust. I don't really... Take that as you will. I think that this is definitely a love and money situation. I think that you have. Let's see what Wednesday brings. Wednesday, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so there is movement. There is an evolution from the 6 to the 8. 8s are a time of definitely moving forward. So, when we go through, we're skipping the 6. Or the 7, though. We're skipping the 7. So the 7s are a time, if we were to pull a 7, maybe it'll be in clarifiers. But the 7 are the time of reflection and making an assessment of how far we've come. And an audit and just figuring out where we need to go for the next push. Based on where we've been. So we skipped that part, or it'll show up in the clarifiers as a minor player. This is tricky energy to pull. Very, very specific. This might not be for everybody. This is the Queen of Swords. Yeah, 7 of Wands. The King of Wands. I almost said the Knight. The King of Wands. And the 7 of Pentacles. What did I say? What did I mother frickin' say? I said it would come out in the clarifiers. Just had a feeling. But also the 7 of Wands. So this, here he is. And this is a good illustration for you. Here he is. Oh yes, my harvest is coming along quite nicely. All that work that I put into it. It's not harvest time yet. That's harvest time. It's not harvest time yet. So we didn't skip it. It's just a minor player in the energy, and it's the reason why the 8 is here. So we've got... I think there's... No, there are some of you who pretended to do this. Okay? There are some of you who pretended, who made a big show or pretended to do this and say, oh yes, 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 my harvest is coming along quite nicely. I'm in a great spot, whether it's literally about money or whether it's about something else. So it could be about money. It could be about how you present in the world. It could be about a job. Like, yes, everything's coming along quite nicely. I've put in work. It could be about school too. I've put in this work. I have the results coming shortly. This is all this work I've put in. Some of you have kind of created that, manufactured that story when it is not in existence. There's a little bit of falseness to that. And I'm picking that up from the Seven of Wands and the King of Wands. So a little bit of a warning to you from the universe is like, this is an age where you really shouldn't be making shit up, and you should be as honest and forthright and authentic as you possibly can. So on Wednesday, just be wary, like even if it's a story you're telling yourself, make sure to come back to center and say, well, is that really true? Be honest, be forthright. I think that we can be positive about a situation and be honest. I think that's where we get into this toxic positivity, is where we are being so positive that we're being delusional and we're not addressing the situation as we should. So everything's fine, everything's great, everything's fine. Well, you're not going to grow. Let's say that that's about a business, okay? Let's just use an example. That's about a business. And, on paper and right now, everything looks great. You've got so much imports, so much exports, so much incoming profits. It all looks good on paper, but that there is a glitch somewhere that's coming, whether it's a gap in your supply chain, or whether it's there's a certain deadline that you're not going to meet. And if you just delulu yourself past that and don't sit down and address that problem, then it won't be great in the future. If you stop and say, hey, everything does look good, but there is this one thing, we shouldn't brush over it. We should actually spend some time working on this situation, and then we will have a better future. It's not easy sometimes if you've lived in a land of Delulu, but it's necessary. Okay, so Wednesday, just keep that toxic positivity at bay. All right, and also, yeah. All right, Thursday. The Ace of Cups. How lovely. How lovely, the Ace of Cups. I just realized that these cards, they aren't really aesthetically compatible, are they? No, they're not. That's okay. We can have a little conflict in the cards. It's like a conversation between two people who don't agree. That's a good thing sometimes, because it does point out the Delulu, right? So somebody who doesn't necessarily always agree with you, who sees things that you don't see, they can point things out. And that's very helpful if you're trying to grow. You always also need a friend who's going to call you out on your bullshit, right? Don't be scared of people who call you out on your bullshit. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Ooh, okay. Nope. We've got a galloping dog coming in. She does sound like a little horse, doesn't she? All right, let's see. She's not a horse. She is a dog. She's a beautiful little dog. Oh, this is heart. Oh, this is a heart. What the hell? Justice. Justice on the bottom. What could be coming? Of course, the Queen of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands. And the Fool. Wow. That is a lot of energy on Thursday. Damn. It feels good. Okay. Whatever you're doing feels really good. But I mean, like, I give it to you straight, right? Whatever you're doing on Thursday feels really good. There's something new in the air. Okay, there's something new in the air. It's an emotional day, but it's also, you feel the abundance of the universe is on your side. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Thursday is a powerful opportunity. Harness that if you can. Don't get too delulu. Don't make huge decisions. Go with curiosity. Thursday. Go with curiosity into Thursday. Go with curiosity. Okay? Go with curiosity. Go where your heart leads you and go with curiosity. That's all I'm going to say on Thursday. Friday. The Four of Wands. Fantastic. Okay. I definitely am getting, you might have the opportunity to meet someone on Friday. I don't know who this person will be to you in the long term, but it looks pretty good for the short term. Mm-hmm. Okay, weird. All right, we have the Ace of Cups on the bottom. Let's see what we have. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, why? Go and have fun. Go and have fun. I don't, like, you're not taking advantage of a situation. You're not taking advantage of the situation because you want the upper hand, because you are being emotional about the past. Like, yeah, you're too emotional. This is the kind of energy. This is the kind of energy where you're at a club. I only know this from experience of like a decade or more ago. But listen, this is the kind of energy where you're at the club and you're kind of a mopey dopey and you're gonna, going with your friends and stuff, but you're not really like into it. And then you meet someone and surprisingly, they're freaking into you. And you're like, well, okay, hey, maybe, okay. And then you get back to your place and you start talking to them about the person that you're in love with or your ex and how heartbroken you are and all of this and how you just really fuck it up. You start crying in front of this person, and that's, if you need somebody to talk to, how about you talk to the person that you are feeling for, not some random stranger who actually likes you and who you could, maybe have a little something with while you wait for this person. I don't know. It's that energy, okay? Yeah, yeah. I've never been in that energy, but I have experienced that energy for sure. Where they show up, they're like, oh, this reminds me of my ex, blah, blah, blah. They get real emotional and they start crying about, oh my God. It's like, why did you come over? Okay, Saturday, the Lovers. Well, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that nice? Let's actually move these guys over here. I didn't realize how much space I have. All right, this is gonna be so much fun for shorts. Okay, Saturday. I love this Lovers card. First of all, look at that. Isn't that amazing? It's so beautiful. I love modified symmetry like that. All right, lovers. Oh gosh, you have opportunity Saturday to reconnect. You have opportunity Saturday to reconnect with someone on a deep spiritual level. That's a lot, huh? That's a lot of information. Well, it's there. Oh, yes. Let's see here. Why is the lovers here? Let's just go ahead and, I'm running out of Rider-Waite. It's almost like she wants me to change decks, but I think I have the right cards for this for Saturday. I might have to use another deck for Sunday, but yeah, the lovers. I'm drawn particularly to the turtle, which is interesting. Any of you have like a, like is your totem animal like a turtle or something? Okay. Oh God, no. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's you're going to finally tell this person your secrets, this person from the past. Tell them your secrets. Are you going to do that? Maybe you're getting to that emotional end point, that point where you just can't bear the burden of your secret anymore. Maybe you're getting to the point where you can't bear the burden of your secret anymore, and you want this connection from this person in your past. Saturday, it becomes crystal fucking clear to you, and you can't handle it anymore, and you want to tell them all. I can't wait to see the third card. But tell them. There's no wrong time to do it. Okay? Fuck this idea that there's it's not the right time. Oh, if only, let me wait until this or that happens. There is no wrong time. Don't wait for the right time because it'll never happen. So there's no wrong time for this. Tell this person that needs to hear these things, tell it to them. Even if it comes out awkward at first, you will find the words. You will. And if they're the right person, they will sit there and patiently listen and wait for those right words. Okay, the third card. Okay, so you're gonna reconnect on a spiritual level, whether it's in person or whether it is in the fifth dimension. I know that's very woo-woo, but in dreams, okay? Let me just say that. You're going to either reconnect with this person who you love so much, either in dreams or in real life on Saturday, or about, okay? What a perfect opportunity that is to go ahead and tell them the secrets you've been holding back. The things that you really want to say, the things that you want to get off your chest that would make you feel so much better, the vulnerability that you want to share, the insights and pieces of you that are ugly and disgusting and gross and flawed that you really want to get out. You really want one person in this goddamn world to know about, and you think it's them. You trust them, and they've never led you wrong so far. Saturday. That's very deep. That's very heavy. That's a lot. But that's what we get when we get the lovers brought to us by the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. With secrets and the 4 of Swords. You got a lot of talking to do. Break the ice a little bit. Tell them 2 or 3 things. Even if it's in dreams. Like if you do any sort of lucid dreaming, and you can control your dreams. That's what the lucid dreaming piece means of it. If you can control your lucid dreams, absolutely tell them in the 5th dimension, in dreamland. Tell them your secrets. If you tell them, take a deep breath, take a sigh, take a moment. Don't rush it. Just out with it. It won't be easy at first, but it'll get easier. And don't be afraid of what you're about to say. You literally can't say anything to this person, to the feminine, to the Empress, that shouldn't be said. You can tell them anything. Okay. Wow. It's a powerful Saturday, y'all. Sunday, the Six of Swords. All right. I think I still have the cards. We still have enough cards for in the Rider-Waite-Smith. All right. All right. Six of Swords. It's a lot of action and a lot of energy and a lot for a Sunday. So there's this other thing too that I will tell you, okay? Because you need to be prepared for it. And if you're not prepared for it, it might scare you. All right. When you choose to go to that place with a person, any person, whether it's your best friend, your soulmate, the feminine energy, your mom, friend at work, if you choose to go to that place where you are sharing pieces of yourself that you've never shared before, or you're vulnerable to their judgment, and you make yourself very raw, or you're emotional, or you share things that you've kept hidden, the next day there really is such a thing as a vulnerability hangover. What that might feel like is different for everyone, but it's going to involve some type of inner retraction, right? Because we were outward, we had our whole chest ripped open, and we showed our guts and our heart and our pieces. And the next day, it's a little bit of a retraction, okay? And don't feel scared about that. It happens all the time. We then go through our mind and say, well, should I have said this? Should I have said this? Should I have said that? Should I have done that? Should I have told them that? Now I'm scared. What are they going to do? The thing that I can really recommend to you is be in that flow of try to be in as much peace as you can. If that means you have to stay home and deal with those last vestiges of energy by watching Hallmark movies or anything that, Disney movies, whatever makes you, feel your feelings, to stay in your feelings a little bit. It's kind of like hair of the dog the next morning if you've actually been out and been drunk, right? A little bit of hair of the dog, a little bit of extra crying if you can, just to get it out. Feel confident that the universe has your back. When you've told someone, you can never, you personally, there are some people who, I'm not going to go there. There are some people who do overshare on a chronic basis, and this is not you. Okay, this is not you. You don't need to worry about that. You need to worry about the fact that you're an undersharer. So share, and on Saturday, and then when you go into Sunday, and you might feel a little bit of that emotional hangover, have a little bit of hair of the dog, maybe cry it out a little bit in the morning. That's okay. You'll feel better for sure if you cry it out a little bit in the morning on Sunday. and then recognize that the universe does have your back. That person has your back. Hopefully that person will reach out to you the next day. If they don't, that's okay. You shared what you feel, and that's what's important. As long as you stay focused on the universe has my back, you'd be good. The Chariot. Okay. Yeah. You're not seeing everything. You don't see everything. Keep that in mind during your vulnerability hangover too, if you have one. This is all assuming that you do tell someone something, okay? If you don't tell someone something, the alternative is if you don't tell someone something, you're definitely not seeing what's important, and you're going to go actionable, running away from Delulu. Like if you have this moment, and you're like, "Hey, I love you," and then if you don't say it, and then you run off, and then you're in your confusion too. Then you're in a, then you're in a different type of situation. But all right, then we have the Ace of Pentacles. I digress. And we have the Knight of Wands, of course. So yeah, you're going to be a little bit emotional. You're not going to see everything clearly. Don't expect to, because that emotional hangover, it lives in your body. That's why I recommend crying it out a little bit. I know it can be hard for guys. I just watched Good Will Hunting again last night, and oh man, you know, the scenes where Matt Damon and Robin Williams are embracing and Matt Damon is just like bawling. That is such a profoundly special moment. And it really, and I just was thinking, God, that just does not happen enough. We don't cry enough. This is a hard world. It really is. This is a very difficult world sometimes. People are assholes. Situations don't work out. People and animals that we love die. It's hard. But to have the emotional capacity to let it break through your body, you're literally breaking your body in crying. And you're releasing the energy that you have been holding tight. It's good for you. It's good for you. I'll cry with you. Maybe we should just have a cry live stream. Because it really is. It's so important. And when you feel it, you feel it. So a little bit of psychology and science. Emotions, as our body is regulated, emotions that are transitory, like emotions that like come from our mind, right? Not necessarily things that happen to us external, but things that are happening internally in our mind. When we get anxious or when we get sad because we think of someone or something that we miss, or when we have happiness too, those feelings really only last about 40 seconds. They really should. And anything that we do to hang on to them prolongs them. And in any case, it's like holding on to something sort of makes it a little bit toxic, right? It's like holding on to, I don't know, I can't think of a good analogy right now, but holding on to particular feelings will make them, any feeling will make it really toxic for you. It's like those people who are continuously happy all the time, like that Ned Flanders guy on The Simpsons, like deep down, like you can't be okily dokily all the time. It's toxic. Just like you can't be in your feelings of sadness all the time. It's so my point was, your feelings that come from your spirit, and that's where they're coming from in your internal, they come and they exist in 40 seconds. It's only the mind's capturing of those feelings and thinking about those feelings that makes them last longer. And that'll fuck you up. So if you just wrap your head around that, it is your mind that is drawing out and perpetuating these feelings, good or bad. Okay? And sometimes we can kind of live on a high from them, like, oh, a happy thing happened to me. It's going to make the rest of my day happy. Great. That's great. But think about the adverse of that. A sad thing happens to you, and then it makes you sad for the rest of the day? No. It's much better, because that's how you're reacting. If a little happy thing makes you happy for the rest of the day, then a sad thing will make you sad for the rest of the day. So it just, you've got to draw out that neutrality, and not one thing or good or one thing bad can make your whole day, okay? Just to even it out a little bit. Because it is your mind that wraps around these transitory 40-second loops. Now, I'm not talking about anything serious, but what I'm talking about is when your mind has those emotions, okay? So the best thing to do is to meditate, because then you learn to control those emotions and your reaction to those emotions as well. That's a huge part of it too. And then, breathe through the emotions. Like, know that, okay, this is supposed to last 40 seconds. In 40 seconds, the emotion will be out of my body, and I can think about this logically and not from a place of hormonal disruption. All right, that's my lecture, okay? And I was going to make this a super short reading, but I was unable to do that. That's my lecture, but I think it's very, very, very important as we go into this week, because especially as we go into the week of the holidays, the weeks of the holidays, Thanksgiving and Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year's, everyone tends to get a little bit nostalgic and reflective, and feelings can come up for sure. They do all the time with all of us. So have a little bit of grace when you're working with other people as well, because other people will be reactionary and have emotions, and they won't take the time to breathe through before they act on those emotions. And they didn't get the information just now that you did. And so they will maybe hold on to things a bit longer. Have some compassion for them. Have some compassion for them. All right, let's do, I want to do one card, but you know what I want to do? I want to do the crows. Let's finish this out, because I need a palate cleanser after that. It's not easy. It took me a long time. I was very reactive for a while. Very reactive. We all go through the journey of learning. Nobody's born with a, for sure. We're born crying, right? We're born crying or curious or whatever, but we learn to react. Like this world teaches us very much to react. We have to react. But the key is in learning how not to react inappropriately, at least. It takes a lot. I found transcendental meditation to be my key ingredient. And there's a beautiful place and time between when I feel something and my acknowledgement of that. There's a dead stop. Oh, this is my feeling. Well, am I going to act on it? Okay. Let's get one card from the Oracle deck of the Crows. We need just the right one, I guess, because she's being very... Overall, good week of growth, good learning week. Keep that in your mind. Make some journal entries. Make some journal entries. You'll want to look back at this week. We're going to do 2 cards. Displacement. Yeah, what have we been talking about? Oh, and fear. Okay, well, yes. Thank you, universe. This is the thing that I did not talk about. Why do we have these moments on Sunday of dysregulation, and that was our displacement, right? Why do we have these moments of vulnerability hangovers? Well, we're afraid. We're afraid of, oh my gosh, what did I just tell them? Oh my gosh, what are they going to think of me now? Oh my God, what have I done? Okay, Also, scattered throughout here we have fear as well. Fear of loss, fear of you. The universe gave that card to me because I did not acknowledge it. It's the elephant in the room. This week could be fueled by fear, and it's partially your responsibility to make sure that it's not. To make sure that your actions don't reflect fear. Fear also is 40 seconds. That's an emotion that is 40 seconds long. It's even shorter if you ask me. Honestly, it's like 10 seconds, if that. It's like 4 seconds. It's like 2 seconds. Because, wow, can you imagine? I mean, yeah, you can. Some of you can very much imagine what it's like to live in fear. Yes, especially if you were children raised in an unsafe household. Yes, but hopefully now you're all adults, and unless you're living in a situation of domestic fear, you need to get away from that, first of all, and I hope you find the resources that help you do that. But a lot of it comes from our childhood, a lot of this fear. So there's nothing to be afraid of now. I highly recommend Richard Schwartz, Internal Family Systems. If you want to talk with somebody about this, a professional, research IFS, Internal Family Systems, and find somebody who can help you work with your inner pieces, with your childhood protective mechanisms that you've developed over the years. Okay, that's it. That is it. That's your week. It's full, chock full of lessons, opportunities to engage and grow. And I love that for you.